This video is about using the Assure model to create your lessons for your classroom. Created by Christy Gia. The Assure model is an instructional design model useful for designing e-learning classes. Each letter in the word Assure stands for a different phase in the instructional design model. Characteristics such as motivations, learning styles, and preferences are extremely important when creating your lessons. Making sure that your objectives are obtainable to your students is important as well. Because you are presenting new content to your students, it is important to use already existing materials, this way not to overwhelm your students with too much new information. It is important to implement the materials that are right for the lesson and those materials that your students have easy access to. Without participation from your students, it's hard to know if your students are actually learning the lessons you are teaching. After you evaluate how your lesson went, it is important to revise for your future classes. It is important to create lessons specifically for your learners. There's no reason to teach something your students already know. If your students know what to expect from the lesson, then they have a purpose for that lesson. It is important to include materials for the 21st century learner as well. This model recommends formal as well as informal assessments to evaluate your lesson plans. One of the reasons I chose the Assure model is because my lesson plans do not have a revision or evaluation phase. I would like to start doing this for the future of my students. I want to teach to the 21st century student, and the Assure model will help me do that. Overall, I chose the Assure model because it does not focus on one single part of a lesson, but instead of the lesson as a whole, from the start all the way to the revision at the end after you've evaluated it. You are creating a lesson for our future, and after all, that's what it's all about, right?